Hello students, hi, Um welcome back to my videos, and in this video today I shall be discussing about management as a profession. In my earlier two videos I have already discussed about management as a science and management as an art. In this video I shall be discussing about management as a profession, why management is considered as a profession. So, prior to going into detail about this topic, it is important to understand that what is a profession. In very simple words, profession means a specialized body of knowledge in which persons having certain specialized qualification, certain specialized training, skill or experience based on professional knowledge, training and acquirement of expertise in certain special field, pursues an occupation, pursues an activity in order to render services to people in lieu of fees. This kind of occupational activities are called profession, and certain characteristics of profession are present in management, and so at present we call management as a profession. Certain examples of profession I would like to give it to you, like for example medical professionals or doctors, lawyers, chartered accountants, company secretaries. These all are professional services, and like this kind of professional activities, there are certain resemblances of the characteristics of profession with management, and that's why management is termed as a profession. So in this respect I would like to highlight certain points. The first point is specialized body of knowledge. Any kind of profession always has certain well defined principles, practices and techniques, and this makes the broad framework for well defined body of knowledge in a particular profession. In modern times, management has developed as a systematized body of knowledge that is being the knowledge of which is being imparted through certain specialized framework, and it has grown as a separate discipline of study, just like other disciplines as economics, just like other disciplines as statistics, mathematics, and other professional services like medical studies or legal studies. Similarly, management studies have also developed as a specialized discipline and a distinct branch of study, and so it is said that management has the characteristics of profession as a specialized body of knowledge. The second point is restricted entry. You see, in case of professions, like for example in the medical profession, just being a science graduate or a postgraduate does not make a person eligible to become a medical practitioner. Similarly, if a person has studied two law papers in Bachelor of Commerce course or Masters of Commerce course, he is not eligible to become a lawyer. In order to be a doctor in India, at least an MBBS is necessary. In order to be a legal practitioner in India, at least LLB qualification is necessary. In order to be a chartered accountant, just having BCom in accountancy major is not enough. A person should be a qualified chartered accountant, and that's why it is said that in any kind of professional services there is restricted entry. Only those people who have acquired specialized knowledge in a particular profession through formal qualification, those person can only enter that profession. So in this respect there is a little bit of difference between other professions and management, although there is no well defined or specific qualification or specific degree which has to be obtained by a person in order to enter into management profession. Still it is expected that a person has certain formal management education, a person has certain formal management training, a person has some minimum managerial qualification, experience or training in order to enter into the profession of management. At present there is demand for such professionals who have acquired some basic or professional qualification in management, they are sometimes given preference over a general graduate or a general degree holder in terms of managerial positions. So the restricted entry to a limited extent or to a particular extent is applicable in management as a profession. Point number 3 is service motive. A profession is definitely a source of livelihood for the professionals, but the underlying motive, the prominent motive of any kind of profession is service motive to the society. Similarly, the management profession is also striving. The management as a profession is also directed towards providing services to the community, services to the society, and different other stakeholders like the customers, like the employees, suppliers, the government, the environment, and the society at large. And so it can be said that, like any other profession, management is a service driven profession. Representative association, this is the next point. If you see, all the professions all over the world are represented by an apex organization. Like for example, the Indian Medical Association in case of medical practitioners in India, the Bar Council of India, and the state bar councils or the regional bar councils for legal practices, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India for the CS, and similarly for different other professions. So there is a representative association for professional services. In management, there is no one fixed apex organization for professional services. However, All India Management Association unofficially and practically the principles or the practices or the framework that IMA suggests to different management professionals, these are followed in the Indian industry at present. Code of conduct. The members of any profession have to follow the code of conduct laid down by a particular association or the apex organization. Similarly, as I said in my previous point, that management to a large extent is governed by the All India Management Association, although it is not the main statutory organization, but unofficially by practice many organizations, the corporate world of India to a very large extent adopt the principles laid down by All India Management Association, and the code of conduct that the All India Management Association, or in short we call it AIMA, suggests this code of conduct is followed by the managers. So taking all these points into account, that is specialized body of knowledge, restricted entry, service motive, representative association, and code of conduct, we can say that management is a profession quite similar to many other professions, but management is yet to develop into a full-fledged profession like other professions. So with this, I would like to end this video. Have a good time. Stay safe, stay healthy.